Well, I want to read two verses, one from the Old and one from the New Testament. The first, they're all about guidance. Um, Exodus chapter 13, verse 21, famous verse. The Lord went before them by day in a pillar of cloud to lead the way, and by night in a pillar of fire to give them light, so as to go by day and by night. And then John chapter 10, verse 4, when he puts forth his own sheep, he goes ahead of them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice. How wonderful that God goes before us, whether by day or by night. God meets us and he goes ahead of us. So all the situations we will ever face, he's there already ahead of us. He confronts the enemy first, so that he does not stand behind us, we stand behind him. He will give us shade from the heat of the sun by the pillar of cloud, and he will give us light in the darkest night, so that we may have comfort and know the next step. The shade and the light will always be sufficient. He has promised to supply all our need through all the rigors of the journey of life. The journey of faith is precisely that. It is not by sight. We may not always know what our Master is doing, but we know he will never leave us or forsake us. We may be surprised by a sudden turn of events, but God is ready and he has prepared us for what we're about to face. We are to cultivate a consciousness that we are not on our own, but rather we are servants of a great king. And not only are we not alone, we don't even belong to ourselves. We're his. Whatever we meet is primarily, therefore, his concern, not ours. If we suffer lack, our great king will provide for his servants. And if we lack water, he'll break open a rock, like he did for the children of Israel, to quench our thirst. If we are attacked, he will give us the wisdom to overcome every situation. When a head of state, such as our wonderful Queen, whenever she goes to a town, if she came to Epsom or somewhere, an army of servants goes ahead to prepare for her security and every other need she may have while there. Christ himself has gone ahead and is stepping out in front of us. We may lose the awareness that he is doing that and that he is there, but that doesn't change the fact. It's still true. He has all the armies of heaven at his command, and he sends them ahead and around us to keep us. And he keeps all our loved ones also in his safekeeping. Enjoy him and his wonderful guiding hand. Amen.